Ladies and gents, welcome. Today I've got for you something really exciting, and that is gonna be my new creation, Adventure Rose deck. And this deck revolves around basically the Rose Dragon cards and also the Adventure engine with a couple of different small engines here like a Tyrion engine. Also we play a bunch of copies of the Diabelistar, and we play the Lunefire Blossom. And in the extra deck we play a bunch of things, and most importantly we play Dagda with the side. But how do we set up side here? Well, good question. Let me explain. The reason why we're able to even go into side is because of Crossroads Dragon. This card has the ability to tribute one plat monster and also itself, and space summon a synchro monster from the extra deck. And the one that we're gonna go for the majority of times is gonna be Garden Rose Flora, and this card has the ability to quick effect synchro summon during your opponent's turn. Now that being said, when you set up the Adventure engine, you get the Wandering Griffin as an Omni Negate, also the token. But then when you use the Wandering Griffin, the token is left. But if you have the Garden Rose Dragon, you can actually do something else. You can use the effect of it and synchro summon into a level 9 play, which gets you access to the Ravenous Crocodile. And this card has the ability to pop something on the field, and you get where I'm going. You just pop your own side. Now how do you set up side? Well, you simply go into Dagda, and the reason why we're able to go into Dagda is because we have the Red Rose Dragon here available, because when you use it to synchro summon using the Adventure engine or the Diabelistar or something else, you get access to two more bodies, being the Red Rose Dragon and also the Rox Rose Dragon, and this gets you access to the Artifact Dagda. One more body gets you access to the Crossroads Dragon, and there are different lines of plays that get you access to it more easily, of course. But that's not all. The deck can pretty competently set up a bunch of interruptions like Borneo Fleur, also Borrowload Savage, also the Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, which is actually a pretty decent interruption as well. And we can go into Ruddy Rose Dragon, going second for a good board wipe effect. Also, we're playing the IP with the Knightmare Unicorn because they're just really good cards, and sometimes we're not gonna be able to go into Artifact side all the time, of course, and we can go into IP instead, which could be nice as well. Now, as of the main deck, we're also playing the Diabelistar engine to get more consistent plays into level 10 synchro plays. We also play a playset of Terror Top with one copy of Taketomborg, which gets you access to Cherubini, and Cherubini summoned on the field can mill the Water Enchantress and just set up the Adventure engine as well. So we're basically playing 3 copies of Water Enchantress in the deck, plus 1 copy of Cherubini for the 4th copy as well. And we also play the Lunefire Blossom here. Now this card gives you access to a different line of play, which is really interesting. However, it's not the ideal option because it's easily negatable. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna activate Lunefire Blossom's effect, space summon from the deck Mardell, activate the effect, search out a copy of the Lily Borea, then use the Lily Borea to space summon it to the field, and you get to search out a copy of the field spell. Also you get to search out a copy of the Regulus, and you can set up Regulus also using a bunch of monsters to go into link plays, for example IP, and you get the idea. But it's a little more complicated and it's a little harder to set up because it's easily interruptible by just ashing the Lunefire Blossom or cold buying it and whatnot. So that is why we're playing different things as well. But that's pretty much it for the deck list. Now let's get into the gameplay and show you what the deck can do. Okay, not the most ideal hand, but we can definitely go for some plays. Let's go Terra Top, activate the effect, search out a copy of the Taketomborg. My opponent has something. He's not gonna use it yet. Apparently, I'm gonna search out the Taketomborg, of course. Now let's also space summon to the field the Taketomborg, and I'm not gonna go for Cherubini because I already have Foolish Burial, which gets me access to the Water Enchantress here. So let's enter the graveyard the Water Enchantress, and now I'm gonna be activating the effect of it. Also, this deck is actually really good playing around the Nibiru here. We definitely have a lot of plays to play around it. Chaining the effect of the Ash Blossom. Well, I'm gonna go for the Cold Buy here, which is just gonna be so good, dude. And hopefully that's the only interruption, but I guess we're about to find out. Now let's search out a copy of the Rite of Aramesiru, and I'm gonna be activating the Rite of Aramesiru. By the way, it is so good that the Adventure engine is finally good again with the 2 copies of Water Enchantress buff. Now we're also gonna get the Fateful Adventure, of course, and we're gonna be normal summoning the Rox Rose Dragon, activate the effect, which allows me to use the effect of the Fateful Adventure, Chain Link 1. Also, I cannot use the effect of the Rox Rose Dragon, Chain Link 2, by the way, because I have no target, unfortunately. So now let's go for the Fateful Adventure. I'm gonna be searching out a copy of the Wandering Griffin here, and I'm gonna be setting up a slightly different board than the usual one. And yeah, I'm not gonna go for the site right now, unfortunately, because I just don't have the ability to do so. I need a plant monster, and I currently have no plant monsters. But actually no, we can go for it regardless. Okay, I have an idea. Let's go into Dagda. Also, let's use 3 of my monsters. I'm gonna be summoning the Ravenous Crocodile. So if I didn't go for that play, I could have went for Borneo Fleur, also Borrowload Savage, also IP. But I want to showcase you guys the lock and what it can do. Let's go Chain Link 1 Ravenous, Chain Link 2 Dagda. I just want to show you how to do the engine here. I'm gonna set to the field this side, and also I'm gonna draw an extra card. Maybe I'm gonna get something good. Actually, 2 cards. Oh, Tyrion. Oh, this is so good. We got the Tyrion card. Oh, okay. This is so many plays now. Oh, let's activate it. We get the Regulus as well here. Okay, adding the Tyrion Regulus now, which is fantastic. And now let's get special summoning. Let's go for the Regulus. I'm gonna be equipping the Terra Top here. Also, we can go for the Diabelistar as well because we can draw an extra card anyways. So let's activate the Wanted, search out the Diabelistar. And we are cooking, dude. We are making some plays happen. Oh my god. Look at this. This is gonna be a ridiculously good board. These top decks were phenomenal. Let's let's go the Ability Star, pitch the Fateful Adventure here. I haven't gotten better top decks in such a long time, dude. That's fantastic. Let's activate the effect of the Ability Star, and I'm gonna be setting on the field a copy of the one, the only original Sinful Spoils now, and I'm gonna be using the original Sinful Spoils, pitching the Terra Tap here, which will let me special summon the Jet Synchron from my deck, which is fantastic. And now let's use two of my monsters, link off into, let's see, Crossroads Dragon. I need to link off into something to get rid of the Dagda, by the way. So I'm gonna go for the Crossroads Dragon, which is not gonna be coming up, okay? It's not gonna be useful. I'm just doing it to get rid of the Crossroads, to get rid of the Dagda and set up the Borrowload Savage. Now let's go for the Wanted. I'm gonna be drawing one card by returning the original Sinful Spoils. It doesn't matter what it's gonna be. I just need a draw. And Lily Bora is actually even better, but I'm not gonna use it. Let's go Jet Synchron, pitching the Lily Bora, special summon to the field, and I'm gonna go for the Borrowload Savage. Not only that, but also I can use the effect of, Maxi during the following turn, draw a couple of cards, and then go for the Ravenous Crocodrake play, and just, pop the site. I'm not gonna be able to pop the site immediately. I could have just given up on the Borrowload Savage and also the, other plays and go for the site immediately, but I chose to play it like this because it's a little more fun to me. Let's just see what will happen, dude. We can do a lot of plays with that. Let's activate Maxi before we go for anything else here, and our opponent's just gonna give us a couple of draws now. Okay, normal summoning the Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak, sure. Special summoning the other one. Now he's gonna summon the Cherubini, and afterwards we're gonna side him immediately because that's gonna be fantastic. Nope, he went for the Break Sword. Okay, sure, I guess. Yeah, right, now let's activate the effect of the Ravenous Crocodrake, pitch two cards from my hand, being the Maxi and also the Terra Tap, and then I can use the side right afterwards. He has something activatable. Chain. Oh my god, come on, seriously? Well, he's gonna lose the game anyways because there's no way he can do anything, but still. Yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. These are the combos. Okay, let's start off by special summoning the Terra Tap here. This is so good, dude. We're gonna activate the effect, search out a copy of the Taketomborg, and we're gonna be using it to make some plays going here. We already have the Water Enchanters, which is even better. And now we're gonna be... Oh, we're gonna get Draw and Lookbird. Oh, no, fine. Okay, sure. Let's space summon another Taketomborg, and we have two level 3 monsters. But before we do anything else, let me just go ahead, activate the Water Enchantress effect, banish it, which gets me access to, search out a copy of the Rite of Messir, chaining Ash Blossom to it. Well, that is perfectly okay. I really didn't need it that much. It's actually fine. I actually wanted him to use the negate on Water Enchantress because Lonefire Blossom is way more important right now. So now we're gonna be going using two of my monsters here. We're gonna be summoning immediately the Dagda because we need the Dagda set up, and you're gonna see why in a little bit. And he has something else activatable. Hopefully it's not gonna be Effect Vapor or Imperm or something like that. Let's go Lonefire Blossom, tribute it to activate the effect. Also go chaining to Dagda if he allows me to do so. Yep, let's do that. Also, the Lonefire Blossom is actually one of the most interesting lineups in this deck. Oh, chaining Imperm to negate the Dagda. Well, that changes things up a little bit, unfortunately, but yeah, sure. Okay, we're gonna think about a way to deal with that. Can I use the effect of the Dagda during my opponent's turn? Actually, I could do that as well. It's gonna be fine, but I wanted to link it off. Let's just pass summon the Mardell now to the field in defense mode here. And we're gonna be activating the effect of the Mardell, search out a copy of the Lily Bora, because that will give me access to more, plays. So now we're gonna be space summoning the Lily Bora and also equipping a Lonefire Blossom to it. And that will give me access to the Tyrion plays, which is so good, dude. So fantastic here. Boom, hit the field, equip the Lonefire, and now we're gonna be activating the effect of the Lily Bora, get rid of the, let's see, actually I could get rid of something else, but we're gonna get rid of the Lonefire Blossom here. Search out a copy of the Regulus, of course. Search out a copy of the field spell first of all, and then search out a copy of the Regulus by activating the effect. So we can set up Regulus already, but I want to go into more plays as well. So let's add the Regulus here, and we need to link up the Lily Bora, of course, but we're also going to be able to use Small World for something. I don't know what to do with it though. Okay, so we're going to do something a little more experimental here. We're going to use two of our monsters. One is going to be the Lily Bora, another one is going to be the Dagda. Summon the Crossroads on the field. And we're gonna be also space summoning the Regulus here on the field, and we're gonna be able to just equip it with the Lily Bora, of course. Could use the effect of the Crossroads immediately, but we're gonna keep it for my opponent's turn just as an interruption. And we could go for the Small World as well, but let's just keep the Maxi here available. And that basically gives us a Regulus negate, Crossroads interruption, which we're gonna see in a little bit, and also the Maxi available, which is kind of cool as well. Space summoning the Unicorn, I should have just used the effect of the Maxi immediately. Let's see, how do we do it from here? We could bounce the Unicorn back to the hand, but let's just wait a little bit. Let's see what he does first of all. Most likely he's playing Snake Eyes, so let's just wait. Okay, activating the effect of the Unicorn, not gonna negate it again. We're gonna let it go through. I could negate it, but it's not a good idea. Searching out a copy of Theosis. Okay, so he's playing Kaschiras. Well, let's just wait. wait again. I'm not gonna use anything yet because, you know, if I use it now, he's just gonna special summon something else. Normal summoning. Oh, he's going for the Scarecrow place. Let's see. Do I bounce it back to the hand? I think I do, right? This is always going to happen. Let's just activate Crossroads now. We're gonna tribute the Mardell. It's not ideal, guys, but I just really need to do something right now. Let's summon the Black Rose Moonlight, and I get to bring and I get to return to the hand one monster, and I cannot return the Balloon because it needs to be a special summon monster. But that's okay with me, dude. I'm gonna be, you know, managing that. Changing the effect of the Unicorn. Let's go for the effect of Maxi. And now if he goes for a Scarecrow play, I will not only draw a card, also I can interrupt the light card using the effect of the Regulus, and the Unicorn is bounced back so he cannot use the effect of the Theosis, banishing my Bornilthor. Now that is fine with me, and that is as good as it gets. I mean, pretty much just the best option for me. Okay, linking off his monster to summon a copy of the light card. Now I could wait a little bit and draw more cards, but I think I should negate him right now. If he has another Scarecrow monster in the hand, it's gonna be nasty, but I just have no other option. Let's get rid of the Lilybora here. And yeah, let's see what he does from now. Okay, activating the Scarecrow arrival. So he has an extender. That is fine. At least I draw a bunch of cards. It's okay. Space summoning also the Reinhardt. Oh my god. So he's gonna set up the light card for sure. Searching out the Twin Soul, which is a cool interruption, I guess. Using all of his monsters to summon a copy of the Tryhard on the field. Yup, that's okay with me. Flipping everything to defense mode. Still drawing a bunch of cards. Activating the effect now. Space summoning a bunch of monsters. Space summoning a body on the field, actually. And he also has the Twin something, which is an additional interruption. Searching out a rare copy of the Scarecrow Kashira. Drawing the Ruddy Rose Dragon, which is beautiful, by the way. We're gonna use that for sure. Okay, now he's gonna attack into my monster. Is he gonna get rid of the Regulus? I'm guessing he's gonna get rid of the Regulus, which is really good. I want him to do that. I can change the effect of my Tyrion Field spell, of course, and I can negate the destruction of the Black Rose. Okay, end phase. It is my turn now. Let's see what I get. Come on, dude. Give me something. Okay, Draco back. That's fine. Okay, let's go activate Foolish Burial now. I'm gonna be sending to the graveyard a copy of the Water Enchantress here. And I'm gonna be setting up a bunch of things here. So let's just go for the Water Enchantress. Now let's activate the Water Enchantress's effect here. And I'm gonna be adding a copy of the, you know, Rite of Armisir. Alright, let's use the Rite of Armisir now. Get the token going. Also gonna set to the field a copy of the Fateful Adventure, of course. And now I can use the effect of the Draco back, and I can deal with the Tryhard by using it. But first of all, we're gonna wait a little bit. Okay, he activated the effect of the Twin Soul. Tributing, I guess, to get rid of the Faithful and also the token. No, he did not get rid of the token. That is a misplay. Not only that, I'm gonna change the effect of the Regulus and negate by sending it to the graveyard. So, yeah, so far so good, dude. We have so many plays going. Now we get to resolve the effect of the Faithful Adventure. Let's activate it. Search out a copy of the Wandering Griffin. He has something activatable. Maybe it's gonna be Maxi. Maybe it's gonna be Ash Blossom or something. Let's go for that. And I'm gonna be sending it to the graveyard the Draco back. Also, of course, we are gonna be using the effect of the Draco back to equip it onto the Adventure token, and we can deal with his monster. By the way, what did he activate? He activated the effect of the Twin Soul. What does that do in the graveyard? Does it have a secondary effect? If a linked Trio card monster is on the field, you can banish this card, and neither player can activate the effects of linked monsters. Dude, it's actually not that big of a deal because I can just bounce it back. It's completely fine. Bye-bye, Tryhard, and I just win the game from here, dude. Now let's go for the Wandering Griffin to protect ourselves from something like Nibiru. Now let's normal summon also the Retros. And just to BM a little bit, let's go for the Ruddy Rose Dragon. Let's see if it has an animation. I think it actually doesn't have an animation, but it's really fun to see. Oh, wow. He has the animation. Let's activate Ruddy Rose Dragon and let's banish everything. Also change the effect of the Red Rose Dragon, and we're just doing so many things. Space summon the Rox Rose to the field and also use up the effect of the Black Rose Dragon. Banish the whole graveyard. The boom, get rid of it. Nobody gets to play with the graveyard now. Okay, let's just close the game. I had my fun. Now we can just end the game here. And this is the beauty of this deck. It is such a fun deck, dude. I'm telling you, this is one of the best decks I've played yet in the game with the Adventure Engine. It's so good that the Adventure Engine is back.